and welcome to slide slightly backwards because...
If you have a backpack, you can put it towards the center of the boat. But he needs to put backpacks in the center, he said earlier.
Welcome aboard Tinkerbell. My name is Matina, and I will be your captain today through Storybookland. Please remember to keep all hands, arms, and fingers, including your feet, inside the boat at all times. Parents, please keep an eye on the little ones. Everyone, I would like to introduce you to my wonderful pet whale, Monstro. Hi, Monstro! He's only gotten in trouble once, and I had to put him in a timeout, and that's because he swallowed Pinocchio in Geppetto. But it's okay because Pinocchio built a fire in his stomach which caused him to sneeze so hard, his tail flew off. And this is exactly how we're getting into Storybookland. Cue, twinkling, sounds, and all that. Up to the left-hand side, we have the cave of the big bad wolf, who tries to cross where these nice ducks are. To the right side, where the three little pigs live, one had a house made out of straw, one had a house made out of bricks, and one had a house made out of sticks.
The ducks! The ducks are thinking we're going to.
On the left-hand side, we have the world from Alice in Wonderland. At the front of the hill down here, you can see where the White Rabbit lives, and that's the same hole that Alice followed him all the way down to Wonderland. On the right-hand side, we have London Park. This is the same park that Peter Pan flew over with the three darling children and took them off to Neverland. Does anyone know why planes don't stop where Peter Pan lives? Because there's a sign that says Neverland.
Did you really know that?
On the right-hand side, we have the magical city of Agrabah. At the top is the Sultan's Palace, and at the bottom is the marketplace where Aladdin not only stole a loaf of bread, but also Jasmine's heart. Oh no, whale watchers, you're in the splash zone! These rose-covered arches are the same rose-covered arches that Aladdin and Jasmine flew through on their way to a whole new world.
Yes. No.
I got decided on the site for it. It's going to get wet.
Please remember to keep all hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat as we enter the Cave of Wonders. This is the same cave that Aladdin and Abu discovered the magic lamp, which had, what's inside? Does anybody know? The genie! On the right-hand side, we have Snow White's cottage, where she lives with the seven dwarfs. If we're really quiet, we might be able to still hear them whistling while they work.
In the cave.
On the left-hand side, we have Cinderella's chateau, where she lives with her stepmother and stepsisters. Halfway up the hill, you can see the pumpkin that used to be her carriage that took her all the way up to the tippy top of the mountain, which is where she had her ball with Prince Charming, fell in love, and lived happily ever after. Does anyone know why Cinderella doesn't play sports? Because she runs away from the ball. On the left-hand side, we have a giant patchwork quilt made of different desert plants. All of them are kept in a miniature size thanks to Tinkerbell and her pixie dust, along with some of our very smart Disney gardeners that know her secret.
A big one.
But if this helps at all the plants and trees in Storybookland are completely 110% real. Some of them are up to 150 years old.
A lot of them are bonsai trees.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that particular one happens to be one, but a lot of them are bonsai trees.
On the left-hand side, we have the buildings from The Wind in the Willows. At the bottom of the tree down here, you can see Ratty and Mole's house. And next to it is Toad Hall. Ratty takes care of all 9 of those chimneys, but Mr. Toad isn't here right now because he's on a joyride at the castle. Oh, splash zone.
Yeah, we need to go to the
Also on the left-hand side, we have the windmill from the Old Mill, which is a Silly Symphony short. It housed all the animals from the Great Storm. The other two mills, they're just general mills, so don't worry about them. On the right-hand side, we have the small alpine village where Geppetto built Pinocchio in his wood carving cottage shop. And that's exactly where the Blue Fairy came and turned him into a real boy. On the right-hand side, we have Prince Eric's castle. That beach is the same beach where Ariel took her first steps on land and where she also saved Prince Eric. To the left, through the waterfall, you go to Prince's castle. That's where you go to see the French Flounder and Sebastian. Does anyone know where Ariel goes when she loses her dingle hopper? To the Lost and Flounder.